The drive by James.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Did you watch any of these guys growing up?
And there were a few sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelican. And let's go.
Well, last season.
And I feel, David, they're still in great position. I know you do, too. Thanks for that report. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Hayward in at the 3. And for Boston, all out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Markkanen. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Green in at the 4. And it's in there. Right around midseason here, Chris, more players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that goes, hey, guys, just wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we can do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in, we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. Then other guys come in and you kind of get how it goes. So a lot of different ways you can have meetings. But hopefully as a coach, you have great leadership. So at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for it.
And here is Beal after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. There's Beal with the 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Barnes dishes to Murray. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beal finds Markkanen. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is what makes Markkanen so valuable, the ability to drain it from outside the arc.
Pass to Nurkic. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Pass to Murray. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. Grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Here is Wall. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, Wall finds Green. Out to the right wing. From downtown, Wall's shot is off. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Pelicans. The dish to Barnes, and that one is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Green. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Yeah, and his offense fueled him on D2. He was more than a handful on that end, piling up the steals.
Pass to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
And he sinks the second. One second left. So at the end of one quarter of play, still one of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Celtics, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Wall, and it's Porter. And at the 5, roaming the paint.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
A shot by Hayward, wide open, and again New Orleans with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Wall looking for an opening. Outside Beal, 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Beal's got his first 2 points of the night. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Barton kicks to Murray. Barnes left side. Green with the block.
And what Green lacks in height, he makes up for in height. He's such an outstanding shot blocker.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Barton. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Murray outside. Pelicans keep it alive. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Here's Wall. The pass to Green. Here's the 3. No good that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Here's Murray following the bucket by the Celtics. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on John Wall.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Kicks it to Barnes. Passes it to Nurkic. Here is Hayward, guarded by Porter. And it's Hayward, that time on the assist by Nurkic. And that's 15 points for Gordon Hayward. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Beal. Celtics passing it around. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Wall.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Here's Wall. Here's Markkanen. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He ended up with 15 points. And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. You've got Jusuf Nurkic, Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Hayward, and it's Barnes, and at the four-man position. Nurkic can't hit.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. It should have been a simple layup.
Here's Beal. The step-back jumper is good. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
Now, here's Porter. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Pelicans leading by 6. It's Barton on the wing. Outside for Murray. Back to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Porter. Markkanen finds Wall. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, John Wall coming back after that Achilles injury he suffered in the start of 2019. It's been a long road to recovery for him, and I know just how much he misses playing every day.
And C. Webb, as we know, with Wall, he made the most of his time missed by finishing his degree.
Yeah, Wall was able to take the classes he needed to complete his bachelor's degree from Kentucky. I'm sure he would have preferred to play instead, but he saw an opportunity with his education and made the most of it.
Murray, no good.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Count the basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Hayward. The tray. And there's Murray on the assist by Hayward. Murray's got 9.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
A pass to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
I love the chemistry Wall has with his teammates. He gets up on these alley-oops.
Barton Barton against Beal. Barton, no luck. Celtics trail by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Green passes to Porter. Shoots over Nurkic. Porter, no luck. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Nurkic. No good that time.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pelicans. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Wall. Draymond Green is out there with Porter. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Wall. Here's the pass to Markkanen. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward with good awareness finds the open man.
Murray against Wall. Beal, the pass to Green. No good with the triple. Pelicans leading by 5. Hayward, right side. He kicks it to Barton. Hayward against Green. Murray outside. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Markkanen with it. Now defended by Hayward. Hayward against Markkanen. Pass to Green. Fader on the way. And the shot is long.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Poked away. It's stolen by Green. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Barton outside. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Porter. Celtics trail by 5. It's Beal on the wing. Markkanen kicks to Wall. Here's Porter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical. Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Back to Barnes. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
And this is a guy who just naturally draws fouls at a very high rate. That time Porter takes him off the bounce. And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Murray against Porter. Murray right side. And shot on the way. But they get it back. Nurkic, and he makes that one.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Now here's Wall. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Great D that time from Nurkic. Pelicans leading by 4. Pass to Murray. He dishes it to Barton. Clock at 6. Murray with it. He's picked up by Wall. From deep. And the Pelicans get it back. Nurkic in the post. Guarded by Porter. Barton outside. For three, Murray. No good that time. And the Celtics going the other way now.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those are big. I mean, turns into a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Gordon Hayward.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 8 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
So it's the Celtics now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Nails the tray.
And he's got the attitude for this kind of pressure. You know, Draymond loves the big moment.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're up by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free points.
So it's a narrow victory. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.